Hello, hello, and welcome back to Crosshatch Puzzles. We're here on Tuesday, December 2nd, 2025 for another New York Times Daily Crossword Solve. Today's puzzle is by Jonathan Baude, or Baude, or something like that. Sorry, I don't know how to pronounce his name. But it is his New York Times crossword debut. So that's always fun to have debut entries from new constructors. Or as they say in England, apparently, crossword setters. Anywho, it's a Tuesday, so we'll expect lively but not that challenging early week fill and some kind of fun theme. I hope we can see some circled squares, which will have something to do with that, I presume. So let's get going for Tuesday, December 2nd, 2025. Debut puzzle by Jonathan Baude. Posts on a battleship, say. Maybe masts? Well, that would be an older style battleship for that to be true. Comic idol of Monty Python as Eric Idle. Whoops. Sport with striking and grappling for short. Is this MMA, mixed martial arts? Possibly. I know that there's grappling and wrestling as well, but given 3 letters is probably my guess. Grr, I don't know what grr means. Pro blank, fairly divided. Pro blank. Fairly divided. I don't know this term, I don't think. Ray of light. Is this a pun? Or is there a name? Oh, like a beam of light? Could be a beam. Cozy corners. I don't know. Nooks, maybe? Like reading nooks. Carpe blank, seize the day, carpe diem. Breakfast brand originally known as Froffles. Is this Eggo waffles? That's funny. 1 of 14 in New York's Liberty Island. I didn't even know there was such a thing as Liberty Island. Is that the Liberty Bell, where the Liberty Bell? No, the Liberty Bell is in Philadelphia. Is that where the Statue of Liberty is? Sorry. Is that called Liberty Island? 1 of 14 what? Pier or buoy in the island? I have to look at some downs, I think. Please send help. SOS, probably. Decadent dessert could be a number of different desserts. Oscar-winning Goodfellas actor. I should know this, and it's not coming to me. Let's do this. Nicki Blank, Starship's rapper, is Nicki Minaj. Gas brand owned by BP, British Petroleum. I don't know, actually. Dessert item usually eaten moments after it's made. Dessert item usually eaten moments after it's made. I feel like I should be able to figure this out, but I don't see it. It's possible something's wrong. With 43 down, seeking funding from investors or what you're doing. Oh, sorry, I'm looking at the wrong thing. 7 is with 43 down, seeking funding from investors or what you're doing in these other clues. To criticize unfairly, to take a cheap shot, maybe? I'm not sure that's correct. Especially because the circled squares here don't look like they mean anything. 1960s anti-war group. I don't know. How confident am I about any of these now that it comes? Well, Nicki Minaj is right, so the rest might be okay. Hospital staffer for short, an ER doc, maybe an emergency room doctor. Seeking funding from investors, raising capital or something like that. Suffix with Manhattan or Brooklyn, Manhattanite or Brooklynite. Pro rata, that's fairly divided as pro rata. Okay, I do know that term. Brought up the rear, came last, maybe? Raising the capital. Raising capital. Take pot. Okay, I think I kind of know what's going on here. Take pot shots at, maybe? Criticize unfairly. I think it's raising capital, and I think what we're doing is taking capitals of states and bringing them, sort of writing them upwards in an upwards direction. But let's keep going and I'll come back to that. Prefix that's bigger than kilo. Kilo is 1,000. Mega is 1,000,000. Bible figures invoked by O. Henry. Bible figures invoked by O. Henry. Mages? But I don't... Figures, plural. I don't know. Love of Spanish is amor, maybe, is just the word love in Spanish, maybe. Decadence is maybe an eclair. Oh, magi. I see. Bible figures. Oh, Henry. I don't know who that is. Maybe it's a painter. Hairball hacker, a cat. British facilities. The lav is what you might call the facilities. Grey goose competitor. Belvedere gin. Doesn't look great. Belvedere does look like it might be that, but the Hawks and the Pelicans for 2 NBA teams. Now let me see if I can figure out who they are. Atlanta Hawks, New Orleans Pelicans. Those are my guesses. Standing by them. Superiors to corporals are probably sergeants. 1970 sitcom title character who can turn the world on with her smile. 1970s sitcom title character. Many a Mideast native, maybe Arabs. An Arab, rather, I should say. Go on forever. Oh, maybe this is not Arab. Go on forever. Could be slog. Or it could be drag. That would work too. Sure does look like Belvedere, doesn't it? We have the meats. Sloganeer. That's Arby's. Mary Tyler Moore, maybe? 1970s sitcom character. I'm going to put in Belvedere and see what happens. Deep down, at heart. It's a good guy at heart. Good guy deep down, something like that. A ring of light is a halo. Blue moon for 1 is type of ale. A wheat ale, I think. Or wheat style ale, anyway. Electric guitarist's accessory, an amp. With electric guitar... you won't hear much if you're not plugged into an amp. Family-friendly film fair. Family-friendly film fair. Bit in a friendship bracelet. A bead, probably. A million years, so to speak. You could call them ages. Clearasil target. Acne. Like most audiobooks before the rise of streaming, most audiobooks were on CD or prior to that on tape. Chicago to Indianapolis direction. Southeast is my guess. Joe Pesci, I guess, from Goodfellas. Number of U.S. states, with a single syllable name. It looks like it's going to be 1. Is that Maine? Must be. Subject of the 10th commandment, I believe, is envy. This TV something. Long-time home of Stephen Colbert. CBS TV? No, that looks really weird. Oaf. A boar, maybe. What spicy food has a kick? What is this? Many a TikToker's music rendition. A lip sync, maybe? Lay eyes onto. A spy? Oh. Nope. Lay eyes on. I would have thought a spy there. An oaf. Maybe a clod? Maybe this isn't kick? That being said, on the other hand, you could say... it might have, instead of a kick, it might have a bite. So this looks like it is going to be CBS TV, and then to lay eyes on is to spot. Okay. Herbal remedy in a cleanse. This doesn't look right either. What is going on here? If it be now, blank not to come. 'Tis not to come? If it be now, that doesn't sound... Top of the hour. Top of the hour. Oh, a detox tea, I think is what we're looking for there. Top of the hour could be XII. Top of the clock, really. The number 12 in Roman numerals for an analog clock. I guess it is tis. Better than I expected. Not so bad. And that gives us Boston going upward. The O of AOC, Ocasio, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. Dos cubed is ocho. 2 cubed is 8 in the Spanish. Fizzy drink is a cola. Business that's owned and managed by its members is a co-op, a cooperative. Blast, you had a blast, you had a hoot. Frequently could be a lot, and to go for could be to opt for. Weak submissive person in modern slang, I guess this is a beta. Superfruit whose name has 2 diacritics, acai. I guess it's got the cedille on the C and the diaresis. Forget how to say that, diaresis on the I. This to soften the C, and this to separate the I from the A and make it a distinct vowel as opposed to a diphthong. Prefix with conscious, eco-conscious. We've seen this in the grid a number of times recently. A sweet person, you could call them a doll. A little devil is an imp. And a communication system for almost 2 billion people is email. I still don't see what this is going to be. PE movies? Like, what is that? Belief system for almost 2 billion people. Is this Islam? Top tier, elite maybe? Scandinavian city that's home to a bunch of Munch. Robert Munch has a lot of tributes and stuff to him. I don't know if he's actually from, not Robert Munch, sorry, Edvard Munch, the painter. Confusing the children's story author with the painter. But we want the painter here, who I believe is from Oslo and has sort of like museums and stuff with his, maybe a statue even, I'm not really sure. I will look that up. This does look like movies, doesn't it? I don't know what PE movies are, though. Maybe something's wrong there. Not drunk could be sober. Wing it on stage could be to ad lib. What is this then? Vodka, not gin. Grey Goose is a vodka, not a gin. Okay, fine. A communication system in which the letter Z is drawn with one's index finger. That's American Sign Language. Car Hop's article of footwear. A skate? Like a roller skate? I had like a roller drive-in kind of thing. Car Hop, maybe? It must be anyway. And not nearly as cool is lamer. Let's go back up to the top here and see if we can get the rest of this here. 1 of 14 in New York's Liberty Island. I guess these are acres. Yeah. Posts on a battleship. It's gotta be masts, right? Oh, dessert item usually eaten moments after it's made as a s'more. Grr could be I'm mad, in which case this is Amoco, the gas brand, and SDS, the anti-war group. Let's find out if that's right. It's not. What am I missing? Probably not that. Maybe this. Gmail, maybe? PG movies. That makes much more sense. Okay. Took me a little longer than I would have thought. It's a little bit of challenge and resistance in today's Tuesday grid. Let's take a look first at the theme. So our multi-part theme revealer here is seeking funding from investors, raising capital. And then what the constructor Jonathan has done is embed within or hide within these theme entries, these quite long, I will say, downward theme entries, capitals, but read upwards in an upwards direction. So here we have Topeka, Kansas, capital of Kansas, read in an upward direction here. We have Boston here, I guess the capital of Massachusetts. I'm not so up on my state capitals, it seems. Salem, Oregon, read upwards here. And Dover, I can't remember what Dover is the capital of. Cannot remember. It's not coming to me. I want to say like Rhode Island or something, but I don't even, that's a wild guess. So that's on me. I'll put it in the things I missed. If you're new to the channel, once I'm finished to solve, I'll go over and check anything that I've missed and put it in the video description. So you can check there if you think I've got something wrong or that I missed something. If I missed speaking out loud an answer, I will likely have put it there. So if you're curious about anything, go and check it out there. But Dover, anyway, that are 4 capitals: Topeka, Boston, Salem, and Dover, being raised here, being spelled in an upward direction. And other than that, I think not actually a lot of wordplay, but a lot of trivia in here, and some of it a little bit difficult. I think this is a little bit weird to me to have it be CBS TV. Like, I've never seen it spelled out like that. What else in here? I'm a little annoyed at myself that I didn't see PG movies as opposed to PE movies. Doesn't mean anything. I'm embarrassed that I confused Edvard Munch with Robert Munch there. I am guessing at the context for a car hop here, but I think I'm right. And I think Love of Spanish is very light wordplay there, not hard to find out what's going on there. Top of the Hour is pretty good there, but again, a little bit misleading in a bad way, I would think, because like the hour is not really a way of saying the face of a clock. Yeah, I mean, I see what they're going for, but I don't love it. But I think that's it. Everything else is pretty trivia based, and I will go over and check out some things I missed and put them in the description. But that is our puzzle for Tuesday, December 2nd, 2025. A good debut by Jonathan Baude, and certainly a very fun theme, and some good crunchiness in the fill. So that's it for today. Thanks for joining me here on Crosshatch Puzzles, and if you want to throw a like or subscribe my way, I really appreciate it. And I'll see you the next time. Bye for now.